Legendary card, name and art reveal for Teppen. New expansion, The Devil's Awaken.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
The name is Torchbearer Axel. And I chose a font here that's a little bit reminiscent here of the Devil's Awaken font. As best I could, at least. It's hard to find the perfect font, but, you know. And it is a red element legendary card. And anybody who's not familiar with the elemental colors in Teppen, there's 4. We were playing a red and green deck prior to this, right? So red is has been quite relevant in the meta. Basically forever, I think. So now I'll be honest, I didn't know who Axel was. I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I didn't know, but I've learned a little bit since then. So here it is, guys. Here's the art for this card. Torchbearer Axel's the name. Red legendary, and boom. There he is. Torchbearer Axel. Clearly a Mega Man Universe character. If you're unfamiliar with Mega Man, he's very iconically Mega Man-esque. And he looks sick. Like, this art is maybe... I don't know. I guess I'm biased because it's like the card I get to reveal. But I feel like this art is some of the coolest art I've ever seen in Teppen, actually. I feel like it looks amazing. Like the cool kind of like holographic technological squares like moving across the character. The incredible particle effects coming out of his gun. Like it looks legit. Like even like the crazy... You can look at like tiny little textures on his leg, right? Like it looks like kind of scraped and metallic. Like that is a ridiculous level of detail. This is some of the best art I think I've seen in the game. There's a lot of good art, of course, but this just really stands out. And then, of course, above all else, I respect his hair up here. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor even, but his hair at the top, those orange spikes coming out of the back of his head are hair.
Axel has the ability to change into another robot. He appears to be changing
We're
into
gonna talk
or
about
from
that,
another robot.
We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, it's like he's being rendered or disintegrated. Yes, but I think indeed what Clara says is that he's probably transforming into a different character. And if you look at his shoulder here, you can see. Like, see, this is the line. Can you guys see my cursor when I do this? I don't even know if you can see my cursor or not. Maybe I need to add my, let me draw on this. Hold up. Let me overlay this so we can do like the old school Madden kind of, like I can draw arrows and stuff here. So if you look here, using my blue arrow, right? This is kind of the line, right, of where he's presumably transforming, because again, he has a kind of copy effect, right? He copies the form of his opponent. Exactly, yes. So if you look closely on the right side of that line, right? Like if you look right here, you can see a collar, right? And kind of a cloak. Now, I don't know enough about the Mega Man X universe to know exactly what that is. Some people are saying, is that Spider? Which I don't know Mega Man X Spider either. Okay, so Spider is a character who has a hat, and I don't think it looks like Spider, because you can see a hat up here, like a helmet up here with like a bolt on it. Is there a character with a helmet who has a bolt on the side of kind of like their helmet, for instance? Because that's what it looks like to me, right? Like it looks like a Spider from Mega Man X Command Mission. I just looked up Spider, and he looks like he has different stuff going on than that. I don't think I see the Spider connection, unless I'm looking at the wrong Spider, maybe. Well, now, what did Clara say? Clara says he looks like a Reploid captain. Now, I mean, to be fair, like, look, just because he's transforming into something in this particular art, that doesn't necessarily mean that the card itself would capture or transform into that specific thing. I think it's probably more likely that he's just going to transform like into the unit across from him in Teppen, right? So this art just may be trying to represent one particular instance of that, right? Just an example. of a copy style effect. I mean, I think it's definitely looking like a copy style effect. And it's certainly somebody who has like a cloak and they've got like this knee pad right here. You see this knee pad is way different than his knee pad over here, right? So if you can determine what that the kind of this arm pad is different, his hand is different, his knee pad's different, his chest has a cloak, his helmet has kind of a, it looks like a bolt on it, so the helmet probably looks like that, kind of. I know that's not the best drawing, but you get the idea. Now, if I was a little bit better at the, Teppen does use card packs, Kirsten, yeah, you can, but I'll tell you, you can get so many free things. There are often reward bonuses just for logging in, and beyond that, there's like you can go through kind of single player content, and you just get like a ridiculous amount of Zenny, which is like gold, and other resources to open packs and craft stuff. It's a very, very generous introductory experience. Like you don't have to buy stuff to get competing. It could be a new outfit for an existing hero. It is a Mega Man character, yes. This is Axel is his name. Now, Torchbearer, is that a specific thing, guys, or is that just kind of a... Is there a reason we're calling him Torchbearer? Oh my god, I think it's... Is it a... I don't know if it's... Is it actually a Guns N' Roses reference? No, I just googled Torchbearer Axel. I thought it might be... I thought maybe that was like a Guns N' Roses album or something that it was kind of sideways referencing. Because Axl Rose, of course. But I don't know if the phrase Torchbearer means anything specific here. Or if it's just kind of a name to give it some spice, you know? Axel is a Guns N' Roses reference. That X game is full of Guns N' Roses references. Okay, so I don't know if Torchbearer is related to Guns N' Roses specifically, but certainly Axel is, I guess, yeah. He's a new generation Reploid model. I think point is he's just the Torchbearer. Oh, like the new... He's the Torchbearer of the new generation of Reploids. Okay, that makes sense. The next generation. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, Kirsten, there's a download link in the title if you want to give it a shot. Let me know if you have questions too, of course. So I have as much fun as I'm having with the artwork, I do have a horse or a wiki up for Axel here that I was gonna show you. Let me see if I can pull up this wiki here for Axel. Because I didn't know much about the character, right? So I wanted to look up a wiki. Here's what he looks like in way less cool artwork, by the way. Like, this is fine art, but it's not nearly as cool. So, Axel is a playable character, the tritagonist of the Mega Man X series. He's a prototype of the new generation Reploids. Okay, that's what you were saying, like, prototype, Torchbearer. That kind of makes sense, yeah. That's actually a meaningful name, then. With a unique ability to mimic the external and internal characteristics of anyone he encounters, so he'd be a great streamer. Axel has held important roles in 2 of the games he's appeared in so far, effectively making him the 3rd playable protagonist of the Mega Man X series alongside Mega Man X and Zero, which we've talked about already. I did want to go down here and look at like his arsenal. Special ability called Copy Shot.
You should check out some of the AMVs from the video game on YouTube. Also, did you see my kernel link?
I did not see your kernel link. No, let me look. I missed it. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Oh, interesting. Kernel does have a cloak. I don't know if his boots look the same, though. I don't know if I'm seeing the same, like, boot knee pad or helmet, necessarily, but the cloak is there. So maybe that's a guess. Anyway, Copy Shot's what I wanted to talk about, right? It's, well, this doesn't... it was better back here. Disguise himself as certain non-boss enemies in the games that it's featured in. Alright, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clear in some level or another. It feels like Axel is going to copy... I would say... No, I'm not going to speculate on cost of the unit in MP. I'm not going to speculate on stats, because that could be just about anything. No, Kirsten, don't do whatever's easiest for you. The most important thing is that you download the game. Like, if it's if it's annoying to go through the link for you for whatever reason, I mean, the link does just have a link to the Play Store on it. Like if you click that link, if you go in there, there's like a link to either the Google Play Store or iOS Store. So you can get there through it, but just the most important thing is you play the game and have fun playing the game. If I don't get credit for the link or whatever, that's fine. It's more important that you have the easiest path to the game. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, not going to speculate on stats, not going to speculate on cost. Who knows? I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say a 5 MP, because really, if he's copying the unit across from it may not even matter what his stats are, right? But I think he won't be cheap, right? He'll probably be expensive, because copying a unit could be amazing, because if you're copying your opponent's unit, and it has all kinds of buffs and crazy effects, and it's got flight, and a combo, and agility, which the best units in Teppen often do, then he's going to have to be kind of expensive, because you're not going to want to give that to somebody for like 2 MP, right? So let's say maybe he's a 5 or 6 MP. I'm going to say 6 even. I think he's pretty powerful legendary, right? 6 MP, I'm going to guess. Again, this is totally speculation, not at all real. And I think he will copy or become a copy. He could maybe just copy the effects of the unit across from you, maybe not the stats. That would be one interpretation. Alternatively, perhaps he copies everything. Like he becomes a pure copy. Like he even takes on their art and their name and of course their stats and effects too. Be too similar to the X legendary? Okay, all right, good thought. Yeah, we don't want to do the same thing we're already doing. That's true. So maybe he just becomes a pure copy. Can speculate cost as 5 or less versus 6. That's true. As you guys probably saw in the deck we were just playing, 5 is a cap when you have a dual color class or deck. If you're running 2 elements in your deck, you'll be limited to 5 MP. So 6 would make him unplayable in those scenarios, which I think that's okay, actually. He is red. Now, red typically is played with, as you saw, red-green decks are kind of the go-to thing in a lot of ways, and they have a 5 MP cap because they're dual element. But is this for Mega Man? It is, yeah, Sergeant Smoke. Yeah, this is Axel is his name for Mega Man X series. His artwork's amazing. He really changes his entire physical appearance. I think you're right. I think cloning is more likely. To avoid similarities to previous cards, to represent his effect most appropriately. Evil Monkey, I don't think that a release date has been given yet, for the record. I don't think a release date's been given. He could also just be a combo card because he uses dual pistols. Oh, that's a good point. But this artwork doesn't show dual pistols, right? The previous thing we looked at in the wiki did show him with dual pistols. So that kind of makes sense. But I would think this artwork would probably try to capture that better. I'm assuming the artwork was probably designed with the effect in mind. Although maybe not. Maybe not. No worries, Smokey, dude. No worries. That's what we're talking about. I don't think anything in the background here tells us anything, right? Like, I don't know Mega Man well enough to say, oh, maybe there's something in the background here that's important or relevant. I doubt it. His gun is active, but is that just from like the copy shot ability? I don't know if that operates through his gun or not. But I just love his hair, guys. As someone else with big orange hair, I'm just into it. Like, I've kind of got green eyes as well, and he has green eyes. Smokey, dude, I like that. You went full tin hat on that, dude. You went full tin hat. The pixelated line is absolutely indicative of him copying. There's no question. Just who is he copying? What's he copying? Maybe he becomes a copy of one of your units. Maybe it's not your opponent's units. Now, I don't think that makes as much sense based on what we've read, right? Because I don't think that makes as much sense as what we've read, because it says he copies opposing non-boss enemies' effects, not allies. But maybe they could kind of tweak it, I don't know, to fit. Teppen says, we've not given a date yet for the new Devils Awaken expansion, but the current in-game season ends on October 31st. Oh, okay, so some speculation there. Some speculation starting there. Regardless, it's coming soon, just based on all the details given. Just got a phone that can play Teppen finally. This game is pretty sick. Awesome to hear, Putro, man. Congrats on the new phone, first off. That's pretty cool. As somebody who doesn't buy new phones very often myself, that's always a big milestone in my life, dude. I have a phone that's now a couple years old, I think, but it was a big deal when I got it. I was like, oh my god, new phone! Some of the art reminds me of that new armor ability, or maybe Veil. Yeah, I mean, I would probably lean towards the fact that since this character has a very specific ability about transforming, I doubt it's that. I think it's more... I think it's definitely some kind of copy mechanic. I really wish we could identify this particular art. And again, I don't want to suggest... And by the way, guys, I don't know anything about this that you guys don't know. I'm not, like, leading the witness here or, like, teasing you. The character he's transforming into here is probably totally irrelevant. But it could be a thing where it's like
that classic Nokia brick phone.
Yeah, dude. Teppen, I bet Teppen knows. Yeah, probably they know. Yeah, they're probably holding back on us. An alternative we haven't considered, right, is that he doesn't actually copy like a unit on the battlefield already. Maybe he just transforms into a specific thing. Like maybe a trigger happens, so you play him. He's like a 2/5 or something, right? And maybe if he like attacks. If he gets an attack through, if he, I don't know, whatever kind of trigger, deals 5 damage, if he kills an enemy unit, right? Like, there's all kinds of triggers in Teppen like that. Maybe he then transforms into a specific copy of something, right? Maybe he turns into whatever this guy is, whatever this thing is, with this particular visual appearance. I have a guy, a real-life friend who's a super Mega Man nerd. Like, he is the Mega Man guy. I'm going to ask him if he knows what this character being transformed into is. I'm not going to ask him right now because he's not watching. He's probably at work. But I would like to know if he can identify it. Because I think that would help us. Does the symbol on the hat? I don't think it's a symbol. I think it's just a bolt. Like, I think if you look at it, it's just like a bolt. Like a hat with a bolt. Here, I'm going to change the color on my little drawing thing here to white so we can see it better. I think it's just like a hat like this, you know, with like bolts on it. You know what I mean? I think it's just like bolts. Probably like a helmet like that with bolts on it. Looks like a little like this. In that case, you might be transforming into me. Oh my god, Smokey, did you get sponsored by Teppen? Are you in the game? Are you in the game? No, Firelord, dude. This is from Teppen. These are all Capcom characters. I don't know if you're joking or not, but I'm going to answer it seriously. Envy Jumper, thanks for asking or answering Kirsten Lopez's question, by the way. Kirsten, I can point you to a really good article I read the other day from one of the game's like best content creators and just really smart dude who sees everything. I gotta find it though. I'd have to find it, but it's basically a really good summation of the. Oh, here it is. I have it actually. Okay, sweet. This is a really, really good summation of the meta in Teppen over this last season. I mean, this is a little bit dated at this point, but I think it still holds up fairly well. And this is from some third-party site. I don't know exactly what this site is, but this guy's called Iowa the Boat, and he puts out a lot of good like Reddit posts and awesome stuff. I mean, there might actually even be an updated version of this, to be honest. And this is not a specific Teppen site. This is more of like a third-party site that does a lot of stuff. But if you click on his name on that article in particular, I bet it'll show you some more cool articles. So give that a read. I think it'll be a far better resource even than I can be, frankly. Like that dude's awesome. So I learn a lot from that dude too. So that's a good place to go. Okay, so I was actually gonna go. Was there one other thing I was gonna look at, or am I crazy? Well, I had the Teppen site up, but they don't even have this up yet, so that maybe won't help us a lot. So yeah, I don't know, guys. A YouTube channel called Stout Helm just released a tier list for season 4 this morning. Oh, sweet. That sounds like a great resource too. There you go. That sounds wonderful. I don't mind the competition. Let's go. Is this a new game? It's sort of still pretty new. Yeah, this is Teppen. It came out this summer, but we're talking about this is a legendary card art reveal. They were nice enough to give me some art to reveal here, and name to Torchbearer Axel. So we're just kind of speculating on what it might look like. There are a handful of us around these parts who are playing Teppen these days. So there you go. That looks like a sick video. Awesome. Very direct and cool. That's really good news. That's handy. I'm gonna check that out too. I'm saving that. I'm saving that. Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, Ice. No, I literally. Yeah, I that's what I said. Yeah, he makes great Reddit posts, and I linked to that exact site, dude. Yeah, I'm on board with you. I feel it. I feel it, dude. I totally agree. What is happening? We're just speculating on. We're gonna play some more Teppen here in a minute, but currently we're just speculating on this new legendary art. Since it's brand new reveal, I thought I'd leave it up for a while for people to check out. You know. Oh, I figured it out, says Crownless King. See, I knew if I left it up a while, we could speculate. And anybody who's like stopping by from Teppen or whatever, Reddit or just caught the news, Twitter, whatever, I want to leave it up so they can see it. You know, I don't want to hop off of it too quick. I know who it is, 100% guaranteed. Oh my god, I'm excited, man. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Who is it? You're teasing us. Like, just spit it out. Like, don't. Let's go. I want to hear. Okay. Here we go. Who is it? I mean, yeah, I can see it maybe. Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say 100%, but look at his foot. I actually think his foot looks different. Oh, no, I see what you're talking about on his foot. Okay, let me figure out how to pull this up on stream. Hold up. Let me. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, actually, I'm seeing it. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay, hold up. Yeah. I like this. Okay. What's this guy's name, by the way? Who is this? Sigma? Is it Sigma? Somebody in chat earlier said Sigma, right? I feel like somebody said Sigma earlier, and I looked at a link of Sigma or something, and it didn't look right. But this art, definitely, I see it. Okay. So this is who it's being suggested this could be, and I do think I see it, sort of. This helmet's still giving me a little bit of trouble, though. Maybe it's supposed to be a shoulder pad, but it's like attached to his helmet, so I feel a little weird about it. And also his knee pad is a little off. But there are a couple things that are indicative that this might indeed be correct. So we're saying that the character being transformed into here, based on this, like anything to the right side of that line, right, is this guy. And the hand, it doesn't have spikes, but the hand fingers do look similar. They have kind of the red bands in between the fingers. The cloak here is certainly reminiscent as well, right? Uh-oh. The cloak looks the same as the cloak over here. Now, this bolt looks similar to this bolt, but that's on his head, not his shoulder. Now, there appears to be a bolt here maybe, but I don't know. There's like a horizontal band that I don't think we're seeing. And then finally, the foot has this green. You can see this green coming here, which is the same as this green here. So, I mean, obviously, artistic interpretations can change how a character looks a little bit. You can see the huge silver shoulder pad behind the cape. You mean back here? But it's got these green circles on it, right? This shoulder pad has the green circles, and I don't see any green circles on this shoulder pad, right? In fact, this dude doesn't have any green circles at all. Maybe Sigma's a lot taller. Well, yeah, maybe they're just kind of showing us that that's his shoulder, but then it would be here, because we know the cloak is here, right? The cloak is as high as his shoulder, so the shoulder shouldn't be higher than the cloak. Maybe just a Sigma reskin, yeah. We are suggesting maybe Axel changes into Sigma, or maybe Sigma is just a generic representation, and by the way, I guess my face is covered up, huh? Or that Sigma is just perhaps a generic representation of a character being transformed into. Not necessarily that he will always transform into Sigma, but that he's going to transform into something. Sigma is maybe the character they picked. Maybe but yeah, the knee pads are totally different. Yeah, good point. Yes, I forgot to reemphasize that. And the wrist things are missing the spikes as well. There's no spikes. I feel like as much as artistic interpretation is a possibility, I feel like there should be spikes on this stuff. You know? If it were really representing this character who is so spike driven, maybe a new version of Sigma, okay, sure. And I mean, like we said, artists can certainly change what a character will look like. This is maybe the best lead we've had yet, though. I hope somebody on the Teppen Reddit's really appreciating this degree of detail we're going into about speculation. The best example is X himself. He's a completely new design. That's true. That's true. He does look very different, more robotic and stuff in some ways. More like articulated looking, kind of. Sigma is on the card Rebirth and looks way different than this. Let me see if I can find that card online with a picture here. May have to look it up in game. I can't find a good big picture of Rebirth. Yeah, it's also just very sort of muddled too. I mean, I guess we could just look in Teppen to see if any of the kind of Mega Man themed cards are reminiscent of whatever this is transforming into. I don't know, guys, but it's super cool looking. Man. Don't you guys feel like this is some of the best artwork you've seen in Teppen yet? I just love the detail. So first off, like the obviously cool pixelated holographic like transformation thing is really, really well done. But like look at the scratch marks on his knee pad. And even here, like little scratch marks, and there's like texture all over this leg and stuff, you know? Like, you can see texture and light highlights right here. The detail is just incredible. And of course, this big orange hair. I love that. I want to know how he gets his hair to do that. That's it's actually rather impressive. It's actually rather impressive. It's pretty sweet. So, Torchbearer Axel. I would almost like to mock up a custom card for him, but you know, I don't want people to think that's like the real reveal. It would be fun to create a custom card, but I don't want to like tease people and trick them, you know. Is there anything else about Axel's weaponry? I'm reading here on the wiki. He's got a ray gun he can get. Shoots laser beams that are slightly slower than the Axel bullets. It's a Volt Tornado. Okay. Revolver barrel, Manhunter, Insect Killer, Beast Killer. Volt Tornado, Splash Laser, Circle Blaze, Moving Wheel, Sniper Missile, Wind Cutter, Explosion, and Gaia Shield. Creates a bulletproof shield. That sounds kind of cool. Blast Launcher, Ray Gun, Black Arrow. As someone who's not super into Mega Man, these might be normal things, by the way. I don't even know if these are particularly special thing. I'm going to guess he's less than 6 mana. I think the red and green glows are hinting that he can be dual class. I don't know about that. Maybe. I feel like if his effect is copying an enemy unit, he has to be expensive, right? Because people invest so much MP into a big enemy unit that's like their combo, their finisher, their winner. I mean, I don't think you should be able to copy that for 4 MP or 5 MP, right? Because then you can still build a deck like a red-green combo deck that's still just owning people with just like OTK kind of options. Just one turn is not appropriate, I guess, in Teppen, but you know what I mean? Like big combo finishers, but also have the ability to just react and steal your opponent's stuff. That seems like it would be too powerful. The secret to his hair is that it's 15 feet long and has 5 pounds of product in it. Oh, so it's the same tricks I use. Okay, cool. My hair is actually very long as well, if you look. It's hard to tell most days. I blow dried it today. I knew we were doing a special card reveal, right? Like, I wanted it to look nice. I wanted it to look nice. So my hair is also very long. Not quite as long as Axel's, I guess, but still. It has already lost some of its height today, even while streaming here just for an hour. It's like getting more narrow, and I found someone with a better theory. I gotta get the name. Okay. Where did you find it? Like on Reddit or somewhere? I guess we need to play some actual Teppen here soon. I mean, we played some earlier, but I don't want to... I mean, I want to keep it on screen, but I don't know how to do that while also playing Teppen, so it's a little bit of a struggle. Like, I want people who are just joining to be able to see the new card, particularly if they're coming from Reddit or Twitter. Orc Tamer. We just need a name. Oh, interesting. That's definitely it. That is 100% it. No doubt about it. Okay. Yes. 100%. 100%. You guys nailed it. Wow. Wow. I'm actually impressed. That is nuts. Okay, let me get this up on stream. That is perfect. That is 100% it. So that appears to just be kind of a throwaway character, if I'm guessing, like a goon, a thug, like a... Whoops, see daisy. Didn't mean to make a big white line. Okay, I messed something up. So here is the newly theorized... Let me crop this so we can narrow it down to the key components here. Okay. This is the shot for the newly theorized... Uh-oh. Do not restart Windows, please. My God. Okay, here we go. This is 100% it. So there's a couple clues. Here's a trailer revealing him. Oh, yeah, that is it. 100%. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let me draw on this so we can see. I gotta fix my thing. Okay. So, clearly the arm here, right? Same arm. There's even you can even detect. See this like purple inset right here? Same exact purple inset on the arm, right? The shoulder pad has green circles. This shoulder pad has green circles. Back here, right? I need to change this to white again. Hold up. It's hard to see. Perfect. Oh my God. We're like detectives right now. I'm really proud of you, chat. Green circles, right? Green circles, right? Helmet has a big bolt on it. Helmet has a big bolt on it. Like same helmet shape with a big bolt off to the side. We can't quite see the knee pads, so we don't know if the knee pads make sense, but it looks like he has a cloak as well, right? That looks like the edge of a cloak coming down. This right here looks like the same as this right here, like the front of a cloak. And if you look at the video they're showing, it's definitely a cloak. But I don't know if this character has a name or if it's just... I wasn't on board till I saw that YouTube clip. Oh, it's 100%. It's not even... There's no doubt in my mind. I don't know if that's a... Is that like a generic throwaway character? Just like a random small... The video shows the exact same hallway even? Oh my God, no way. No way. That's crazy. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. It's only been 30. It is the same hallway. You're right. The exact same doors with the little squiggly lines down them. Oh my God. How did you guys find this?
Welcome. Boys,
Oh my
make
God.
some room by the hearth, won't ya?
That is
Legendary.
great. Play the video on stream. I actually can. Yeah, let's do that. You're right. Let's just play the video on stream. That's easier. Yes. I can do that too. That is honestly nuts. I am so proud of you guys right now. So proud of you guys right now. I don't know how you found this. Okay, so let me remove this screenshot and get the video up instead. I do not know how you guys found this. It is amazing, though. Okay. Here's the video. There's the character, right? You can see the cloak, you can see the bolts, you can see the shoulder pads, you can see the arm, exactly the same. This looks super cool, by the way. Here's the hallway, exact same doors. Right?
You're not very sharp, are you?
What the? You were the traitor?
No. I took care of him a second ago.
Oh my god, he transforms back.
No.
Oh my god, there's the holographic kind
I
of.
took care of him a second ago.
Oh my goodness, wow. That doesn't actually look as much like our art here, I guess. But actually, no, it does. Never mind. It's the same. It's the same. That's 100% it. So that's probably just... that's probably just the kind of throwaway character where he infiltrated this, whatever it is, right? This area, this lab, this thing. He, so he copies some kind of guard or goon or whatever, and that's what's being captured here. So basically the artist went to that exact video. On the wiki, it says that's him pretending to be the second in command of the guy he just shot. Okay. Right, I agree with you. He's transforming back into Axel, not into something. You're right. He was that dude. Now he's transforming back into Axel. We're seeing him pop out of his transformation. So, does that change the card at all? Could it potentially be like the reveal of Axel, so perfect for the artist to choose? Yes. Oh my god, I feel like this is such a great, oh my god, this is such a great stream now. Like, we solved the exact scene. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay. All right, guys. So, Torchbearer Axel, it's here. It's amazing. I wore a red shirt, by the way, specifically because I knew this was a red element card. That's not a coincidence. I picked out my shirt today. I was like, we're in red today. I'm gonna wear red today. I always have trouble finding friends. Man, that's true in real life, though. That's true. I do find online, but in real life, that's 100% real. A little bit too real. You're hitting me too close to home, man. Too close to home. So, Torchbearer Axel, share the love, spread the word. Get hyped for the new expansion, The Devil's Awaken.